Will you change to a bull mug in a year or so?
Oh, that would be cool. Or they'll have a new
What's a
version.
bull mug?
So we have bear, and then in a year, maybe we'll
I know.
be
But what's a bull? Oh! I didn't even notice that. This is a Father's Day gift. But hell yeah, you know what? Screw it. Somebody on Twitter keeps calling me Mr. Bear. And I don't know if they're just trolling me or if they're actually pissed off that I'm like super bearish, but I'm going to change it now that I'm officially going by Papa Bear. All right. So if you want to address me in this community, it's either After Sound or Papa Bear. SPS is going to a penny, and you're just going to have to take that.
Wow. If it does, what are you going to do?
If SPS goes to a penny, I'll just laugh because I continue selling so much of mine. I don't know. I don't know, man. I know. Here's the thing, and we talked about this. We talked about this on the phone a little while back. Yeah, obviously the bear market has had its impact on both you and I. There's a shaking confidence in not necessarily the game or the team or whatever, but in where the market is heading. And you and I talk a lot of macro interest rates, all this stuff. And I still think 2023 is going to be incredibly rough, right? So a year ago, I mean, maybe not even a year ago, 6-8 months ago, when things were still kind of shaky and we weren't sure what was going to happen. If you had told me SPS was going to go to 3 cents, you could probably find video of me saying, I'm going to back up the truck. Well, guess what? SPS is 3 cents now, and I'm not backing up the truck.
Right.
So I don't want to say that if SPS goes down to a penny, I'm going to back up the truck because I don't know that I'm going to have the conviction to do that. I will continue earning and stacking within the game.
Yeah.
And I like seeing, I get rewards from validators. I get rewards from LPs, from brawls now, right? From gameplay. And so it's fine for me to stack in that, in that kind of time frame. But I'm a believer in the flywheel, but I don't believe the flywheel will be activated. I don't know when the flywheel will be activated. And as bullish as I am on all this cool stuff that the team is trying to do, I think it might take another macro bull run or major rally in order to get people into the game to utilize DEC to the point where we need to print more. Because again, the only time there will be printing of DEC, I mean, people can burn rewards cards, but we'll ideally be burning SPS. So to soak up all of the extra cards out there that people don't want to burn their cards, that they have to choose to burn their SPS, we need to get DEC supply all the way down. And I just don't see that unless we get another 10x in the player base, and I don't see another 10x in the player base happening in like the depths of a bear market unless Weirdbeard can like work his magic and make this battle pass thing so awesome that it pulls in all of the Web 2 players. But I don't know. What do you think?
So my thoughts, I mean, you're right. We have been talking about this, just kind of looking at the year, right? And just kind of the ups and downs of it all. When I first started this game, the expectation was that I was going to, make some crypto off playing a game. And I lost sight of that over the last few years, right?
Yeah.
I got really wrapped up into the gameplay and collecting assets. Now, collecting assets for me was the right thing to do, right? Because now with all these rewards that I'm getting from everywhere, I get tons and tons of tokens, and I've been getting tons and tons of tokens. And they've just been sitting in wallets, and, I just been holding them and using them to buy cards occasionally. But now, within the last 2 weeks, I've really focused on consolidating a lot of those rewards. And, I've been converting it all to swap ETH on Hive, right? Mm-hmm. And that's my big plan, right? Is to just accumulate as much of that as possible while the price of that asset is relatively low.
Yeah.
And prepare for the bull run. So.
I mean, guys, if you just missed it, Darkest Night has officially said that he is selling out of the game, actively averaging out of the game.
I did not say that.
No. I'm not. I mean, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. But I think that's important because when we first started talking publicly on the channel, right? Like you didn't care about the earnings, you cared about a cool game. And here you are where you've made the realization that there's actual capital in this game. And you want to turn it, oddly enough, into something way more conservative, right? Or way more
less risky.
less risk averse, yeah, with something like Ethereum. So I don't know. I think that's actually huge because, again, you're not the only one doing it. So what are you doing in order to buy Ethereum? You're selling some kind of Splinterlands assets, right, in order to get that capital to put it back into Ethereum. So
In fact, I sold my second card yesterday.
wow, ever amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
but yeah, this is what capitulation looks like, guys. And I think capitulation gets this. Capitulation gets this. It gets a bad rep because people are just like, oh, look at that, weak hands, diamond hand, or paper hands, whatever. And it's just like, okay, well, you know what? I kind of wish I had paper hands 6 months ago. I wish I'd been selling my SPS to buy even USD, right, or Bitcoin or Ethereum at that time. So people will hate on it. Your hardcores will hate on it, but at the end of the day, I don't think that this is what happens every bear cycle. You will get people who realize where the value is, where the conservative assets are. And I've just been waiting to do. I've been waiting to see Bitcoin dominance on the rise again, where people start to sell out a lot of the altcoins. And I mean, this is it. This is what it looks like. It's not going to happen overnight. I mean, sometimes if like Coinbase fails tomorrow, people are going to freak out, or Binance fails tomorrow, people will freak out. But on the whole, it's just a slow accumulation of like, oh yeah, you know what? I really like this game, or I really like this project. It's cool, but I kind of want to average out and make sure that I'm holding some Bitcoin or Ethereum when it's all said and done, or maybe even like buy stocks or real estate with it. So.
I mean, again, I have tons of in-game assets to play with, right, and generate more assets, right? So what do you do with those assets, right? I have cards in my account that have been there 2 years that I never even use, right? So
no, I agree. All right, let's catch up on some of the other